Question number 12. Prepare final account from the following trial balance and adjustment of Baldev as on 31st March 2016. Here is the trial balance which is given on the page number 198. In trial balance there is a one highlight, that is trading account balance is already given. Even in the adjustment number 1 and adjustment number 4, it is written that after preparing trading account there are some more adjustments. So here I am ready with my specimen of trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. As you can see, I have wrote adjusted trading account because in the question it is written it was prepared before. So now here first we'll start with the first adjustment, that is after preparing trading account it was found that Bhavesh has taken goods for personal use of rupees 7,500 which is not recorded in the book. Outstanding carriage inward 3,750. So there are two amounts which are going to be recorded in the one adjustment. So first, that is a goods has been, which is going to be minus goods taken for the personal use, amount 7,500, which will be record one in the trading account, which is going to be minus with the purchase, and another will come in the balance sheet in the heading of drawing as an additional drawing, and here we can give in the bracket that it's a goods 7,500. Another on the same adjustment, that is the carriage inward which is outstanding. So outstanding carriage inward is a one kind of expense which is written in the trading account debit side. So outstanding will be written in one in the outstanding carriage inward in the trading account, and another will move on the same side of the balance sheet as a liability, outstanding carriage inward 3,750. Moving to the next adjustment, calculate interest on capital in 5%. So in the trial balance, first we'll find the amount of capital is given 7,50,000. Out of 7,50,000, first we'll remove 5% on it. It is 37,500. So this interest on capital 1 will written in the balance sheet heading on the capital interest on capital, that is 37,500, and another entry will move to the profit and loss account, interest on capital, that is 37,500. Next, third one, outstanding interest on bank overdraft is 750. Before we write directly to the account, first we'll check what is the value is given of bank overdraft. It is 18,000. So first we'll record main value on the balance sheet liability side, that is bank overdraft, which is given 18,000. As the adjustment is given related to the outstanding, we wrote the 18,000 inside. So here first we'll add up the outstanding of interest on bank overdraft, that is 750. So total it would be 18,750, and another entry of 750 will be written on the loss and expenses side of P&L, that is debit side, interest on bank overdraft, that is 750. If it would be a loan or bank overdraft, if we are paying interest on it, it is one kind of expense for us, so we are writing on P&L debit side. Next adjustment number 4. After preparing trading account, it was found that 22,500 received from debtor which is wrongly credited to the sales account. So first we are going to remove from here, going to be minus which is wrongly recorded in the sales account, that is minus 22,500, and the same will be removed from the debtor, minus the wrongly recorded amount, that is 22,500. Moving to the next adjustment 5. Provide depreciation on fixed asset at 10%. As you can see in the 8th adjustment, there is one more adjustment connected with the 5th one. So I will keep it pending. After completing 6 and 7, we'll continue with the 5th and 8th adjustment. Here is the 6th adjustment where it is written unrecorded credit purchases 12,000. So this unrecorded we have done many times. So hope you all are remembering this. Here first we'll record unrecorded credit purchase, that is 12,000, and the same will be add up with the creditor on the balance sheet liability side, purchase, that is 12,000. Moving to the next 7th adjustment, goods of rupees 22,500 are destroyed by fire, for which the insurance company have accepted a claim of 90%. So obviously 10% will remain in loss. Here I wrote the calculation where you can see the goods has been destroyed by fire is 22,500, whereas the insurance company is going to accept a claim of 90%. Remove 90% of 22,500, you will get 20,250. And the loss due to fire, that is remaining amount, will be remain as a loss, that is 2,250, that is 10% of 22,500. So here we have three amounts which is going to be record. One, जो goods destroy हो गया, 90% इंश्योरेंस कंपनी हमको क्लेम दे रही है, और रिमेनिंग 10% जो हमको नुकसान हुआ. So first we'll take the goods destroyed by fire, that will come in the trading account, which is going to be minus goods destroyed by fire. If you don't have a space, you can write down like this as well, or you want to write in full sentence, you can write that as well. So your goods has been destroyed by fire 22,500, out of which the insurance company going to give the claim, which will come in the asset column, that is insurance, and we can write down a claim which is going to be given 20,250, out of which we face a loss which will come in the loss and expense column of profit and loss, that is debit side, loss due to fire, that is 2,250. So here we complete till 7. Now we are going to start with the 8th adjustment. Here is the 8th adjustment. Before I go further, first I will explain. 5th adjustment, where it is given that provide depreciation on fixed asset, that is 10%, and 8th, where the fixed asset of 30,000 has been sold for rupees 22,500. 30,000 का फिक्स्ड एसेट है और उसको बेचा 22,500 में. So obviously here we face a loss for cash on the date 1st October, which is not recorded in the book. So here we are going to record and also going to remove depreciation on fixed asset. First we'll find the fixed asset value which is given in the trial balance is 6,75,000. So here is the calculation. Fixed asset value is 6,75,000, whereas 30,000 fixed asset is going to be sold. So remaining fixed asset is 6,45,000. So here depreciation going to be calculated separately for the 6,45,000, where we are going to remove 10% on it, which has been used for the whole year. So 12 out of 12 month. So here we get 64,500. Whereas the 30,000 fixed asset which is going to be sold on 1st October. But before 1st October, from the 1st April to the 1st October, the asset was with the company. So here we'll calculate depreciation for 6 months. बेचने से पहले 6 महीने तक फिक्स्ड एसेट कंपनी में था, तो वो 6 महीने का डेप्रिसिएशन कैलकुलेट होगा. तो 30,000 का जो बेचने वाले हैं फिक्स्ड एसेट, उसका 10% and the 6 month when it was with the company. Here we got the fixed asset depreciation 1,500. So together it is 66,000. So this will be the depreciation value of the fixed asset. And as per the 8th adjustment, it is written कि fixed asset का cost price है 30,000, whereas it has been sold at the price of 22,500. So 7 out of 7,500, the 1,500 depreciation has to be removed. So remaining 6,000, that is what the loss has been faced out of sale of fixed asset. 30,000 का फिक्स्ड एसेट था जिसको बेचा 22,500 में, जिसके साथ माइनस भी करो डेप्रिसिएशन. जस्ट नाउ वी कैलकुलेट राइट दैट डेप्रिसिएशन फॉर द 6 मंथ विच वो जितने टाइम कंपनी के साथ था फिक्स्ड एसेट उसने 6 महीने का डेप्रिसिएशन भी रिमूव करना है. गेट इट माइनस and then whatever value remain, on that value we can declare it is a loss on sale of fixed asset. So now we'll start recording it. First we'll give the entry of the fixed asset value which was given in the trial balance is 6,75,000, out of which the depreciation we found 64,500 plus 1,500, it is 66,000. And the depreciation will also written over here, depreciation on fixed asset, that is 66,000. So here we can give entry of the depreciation 66,000 and also going to give entry for the loss which has been faced by the company, that is loss on sale of fixed asset, that is 6,000. And here we'll write down the sold amount of the machinery fixed asset, that is 30,000 ka fixed asset we have already sold. So both the amount will get minus out of it. So your value remain is 5,80,500. So here we complete all the adjustment. Now we'll start completing the trial balance entry. So here we can see drawing which will come in the balance sheet. Drawing on the liability side, that is 45,000. Next is fixed asset, that we have already done. Office expense, rent, insurance, salary and wages, all four are going to move in the profit and loss account. Here I wrote all the amount. Next is customer and bills receivable. Customer means a debtor. Both will come on the asset side. Customer, that is debtor, which will come 2,25,000. Bills receivable, that is 22,500. Next, discount. Discount which is given on the debit side, on the same side it will move to the profit and loss account. Discount, that is 7,500. Next, prepaid insurance premium. Insurance premium, it comes in the asset side, but if it may you forget in exam, I'm just going to show you the trick. Insurance premium, normally it is an expense and that we keep always in the profit and loss account over here. And if we find prepaid of it, so we normally get the minus, and the minus will go to the opposite side of the balance sheet. If you remember in my last video, I always explain about the prepaid and the outstanding. So this is the thing which you make you remember. So here on the asset side it will come prepaid insurance premium, that is 3,750. Next, closing stock. Closing stock normally comes in the adjustment where we used to keep twice entry, and if it is coming in the trial balance, the one single entry of closing stock will always on the asset side of the balance sheet. Closing stock, that is 45,000. Next is cash balance 22,500. Okay, here one thing I forgot to tell you, the adjustment number, fourth one. Here it was written that after preparing trading account, it was found that 22,500 received from the debtors. So this money have been received. The entry which was wrongly recorded we already did, but the amount which was received have to be add here. Amount received from debtors, that is 22,500, that has to be included here. Okay, next, selling and distribution and bonus, both the amount will come in the profit and loss account. And distribution, that is 1,20,000, and bonus, that is 18,750. Moving to the credit side of the trial balance, where we can see the trading account is given 5,70,000, which will come in the trading account credit side by writing balance brought forward, that is 5,70,000. Next value is given capital, that is 7,50,000. Yeah. Bank overdraft we already given. Traders means a creditor which is going to come in the liability side, that is 3 lakh. Next is bills payable. I'm going to write it together, 37,500. Bad debt reserve, that is 21,000, which is going to be get minus from the debtors. Bad debt reserve, that is 21,000. Next is discount, which is given on the credit side of the trial balance. So same side of the profit and loss account it will move. I'm going to write together discount, so it will easy for you people to remember. Discount 10,500. Last is outstanding office expense 3,000, and expense which is outstanding, this is our liability. So 3,000 is going to come on the liability side by writing outstanding office expense 3,000. Expense जो अभी पे करना बाकी है, and if it is outstanding, it is our liability. So here we complete all the entries of trial balance and the adjustment. Now I'll remove all the calculation out. As I remove calculation of the purchase and the sales, I found the answer comes in the minus. Whenever you find out the answer is in the negative, so you just have to make them twist, move to the another side of the same account. If I found the minus of sales calculation, so this amount is going to move to the debit side by writing bought from the opposite side. Opposite side, just write down this much and write down 22,500. And at the same side, if we see on the debit side, here also I found answer in minus. The calculation comes in the minus. Not only here, if we found in the P&L also, we have to do the same treatment. Whenever we find the negative answer, you just have to move on the same another opposite side on the same account. Here also we'll write bought from opposite side, that is 18,000. Now we'll take the total. If we remove total out of it, here I found 5,88,000 and here 26,250. So obviously this one is more, so I'm going to write both the side 5,88,000. And get minus with 26,250, you will get the difference of 5,61,750. That is our gross profit, which is going to move on the opposite direction in the P&L account by writing gross profit, that is 5,61,750. Now I'll make the total of both the side. Here I remove total of profit and loss account. Debit side I found 7,83,750, whereas on the credit side is less that is 5,72,250. So here obviously this times it is debit side is more than the credit side, so the amount is going to be written at the both the sides, 7,83,750, and get minus with the 5,72,250. Here you will get the difference of 2,11,500, that is net loss. So here first time we found net loss, which is going to be add up with the drawing, that is 2,11,500. After adding, the calculation of drawing is 2,64,000 and capital is 7,87,500 after adding interest. So here I get minus the capital total minus drawing total. Here I found 5,23,500 and remove in out of the amount column. Here even the creditor I add up and remove the calculation outside, and here I found the total of liability side is 8,98,500. Moving on the asset side, here also I remove the calculation of debtors, which was 1,81,500, cash that is 45,000, and here also my total get tally with the liability side, that is 8,98,500. So here is the entry, and here is the calculation of the adjustment number 5 and 8. So if you want, you can pause the video or take a screenshot, and please let me know if you have any queries.